It's Icelandic Formula Offroad. It's round 4 and 5 from Akranes. The battle has been very close in the championship this year. Who will come out on top after the weekend? The fight has been up to these two guys, Þór Þormar and Atli Jamil. Now let's see some clips from, well, the drivers that have not been competing for the top places. Next up we have Svanur Tómasson driving Insane. That was Daniel there before. 13th place on the second day. Car broke down. Now there was a foreigner. This man came from the United States. Andrew.
Andrew, how's the feeling like being the first American to tackle the Icelandic Formula Offroad?
I'm really excited. It feels good, a lot of excitement, a little bit nervous, and eager to see what happens.
Now you've tried the car. How is the feeling?
It's unbelievable. It's like a 1,000 horsepower go-kart. It just wants to go on its own. It's amazing.
Andrew Blackwood, living the dream, driving the dream. Bit of a nightmare sometimes, but happy with it.
How was the first roll?
It was great! Let's do it again!
He just wanted to go again. Last place on day 1, however 9th place on the second day. And well done by Andrew. This is Guðmundur Eliasson, youngster. His father been racing this car for the last few years. Guðmundur ended up in 9th place on day 1 and took 5th place on the second day. Will be interesting to watch in the next years. This is Ásmundur Ingjaldsson. He competed for the first time in Hella this year and finished 8th in both days. Next up is Aron Ingi Svansson driving the Storm, and as you can see, a lot of drivers struggling, almost rolling or rolling. 11th on the second day. The car's pretty different, it's got a Honda engine. Next up is Kristján Finnur Simonsson, 3rd place on day number 1. However, day number 2 was tougher. Ended up in 7th place.
Þetta bara reynslan að kikka inn bara með hverju keppni?
Já, ég held það. Ég held að þetta sé alltaf svolítið mikið reynsla sem að þarf í þetta til þess að hitta á hliðin og tímasetta gjöfuna.
Now let's have a look at the fight for the first place, for the win. 3 points before this event were between Atli Jamil and Þór Þormar, fighting for the championship. This is Hermann Sigurgeirsson. Borrowed the car, did well on both days. On his debut, 10th place. Here he is in the 5th course. On the second day, however, he bent the roll cage, so he missed the last course. Here we have Haukur Einarsson driving Hekla. Big mistake here from Haukur. He could be stuck, he is. That's not a good way to start the day, and that's probably all his chances of a win gone.
Haukur, þú eiginlega fleygðir í burtu sigrinum strax í fyrstu braut bara.
Já, það var helviti súrt að tappa svona mörgum stigum á þá.
Disappointing for Haukur. This is Þór Þormar Pálsson. He was trailing Atli Jamil by 3 points before this event, so a win here would definitely be good for Þór Þormar. A lot of power here, full power, full throttle. Will he get over? No, doesn't look like it. He's stuck. That's only 250 points. And here is Atli Jamil. He's seen the back, knows what he needs to do, goes for it. Will he go over? No, same story. Reverses. That's minus points, but he goes all the way, so he gets 40 points on Þór Þormar. 40 penalty points there. tough here. There's a big hole there. 20 penalty points there for Ingólfur. Now the final bank. It was getting very hard. It was very hard. No competitor ended up going all the way up. Third course of the day. Þór Þormar. 60 penalty points here. However, he rolls when he's up top. 300 points for length. Didn't get full points because he rolled at the end. Next gate, oh, into the hole. That's a knock. That's game over. So Atli Jamil, what will he do? He's in the hole as well. He's gonna try, reverses it. That worked for him in the first course. Will it work for him here? 40 penalty points for reversing. He needs to go all the way. Goes for it. Doesn't quite make it. 210 points. It is Haukur Viðar. However, he went out of bounds a little bit earlier, so that's only 190 points. Here is Ingólfur. He was leading before this course. Will he go all the way? No, into the hole. 220 points. So let's see the standings. Ingólfur leads Atli Jamil by 10 points. Þór Þormar, Kristján and Ásmundur follow. Atli Jamil in a good position there, extending his lead on Þór Þormar if the day would end like this. Ingólfur, 350 points. Atli, 350 points. All the top guys getting full points for the fourth course. Here is the fifth course, and this was a tough one. Big roll up on top for Ingólfur. Only 300 points for length. He doesn't get full points because he rolls through the last gate. It is Atli Jamil. No penalty points there. Full throttle. Well done. And that means that Atli Jamil moves past Ingólfur and takes the lead. Haukur does well as well, however, lost so many points in the first course. Here is Þór Þormar. Full throttle for the last gate. Þór seems to be... That's out of character for Þór. And he knows that he's completely messed things up there. Atli Jamil now leads with 100 points to Ingólfur, Kristján, Þór Þormar and Geir Evert.
Þetta var gjöf, það bara þannig. Þetta var algjör skita.
Hvað gerðist þarna í fimmtu brautinni?
Það bara eitthvað hérna niðri sem heitir bensíngjöf, það bara íta á hana.
Þarf þyngri skó?
Já, ég held það var eitthvað orðið létt í skónum eða eitthvað, ég held það.
Ingo, þetta hefur gengið ágætlega í dag.
Já.
Og leiddir framan af?
Já, það vístu, ég var að leiða, ég held ég var alveg ekki að gera mig.
Atli, já þú ert í fyrsta seti fyrir síðustu brautu, það ekki?
Jú.
Og þetta er nú þægilegt svona þegar keppendurnir eru bara að gefa þér þetta?
Já, heldur betur klúður þarna hjá Þór.
En þetta hefur gengið þokkalega hjá þér?
Þetta hefur gengið þokkalega. Margt sem ætti ganga betur en þetta er bara gott.
Varstu handviss að komast upp hann í fimmtu brautinni án þess að taka rauðustykurnar?
Það var eiginlega markmiðið. Það ákvaðan línu og elti hana.
Síðasta brautin, hún fær?
Já, ég held það. Alla leið.
Þetta gangið vel á eftir.
Takk.
Hvernig síðasta brautin, hún fær?
Já, hún fær.
350 stig?
Það mjög verður.
Gangið vel.
Já, takk.
Nothing but full points for Ingólfur. It's gonna work. Let's see what Atli Jamil does. If he goes all the way, if he gets more than 250 points, the win is his. So far, Atli has done this well. No penalty points. No penalty points yet. Atli, full throttle. Will he go all the way? No, doesn't look like it. 250 points. If Ingólfur goes all the way without penalty points, he could steal the win. Everybody watching tensely. Can't touch a stick, can't stop, can't back up, can't do anything except go all the way without penalty points. Ingólfur slowly but steady. Almost stops, but the judges don't do anything about it. Will he go all the way? He does. 350 points, so that means him and Atli Jamil are equal.
Ertu að tapa fyrsta sætinu í síðustu braut?
Já, mér syns það.
En jafnt var það?
Þetta var mjög jafnt sko.
En þú græðir stig á Þór?
Ég græði stig á Þór, en það er svona, það er leiðilegt að horfa á brautina hvernig hún verður þegar það keyrist bara til. En þetta er bara svona, þetta getur verið misjafnt.
Og glæsilegur akstur í síðustu braut, þú máttir ekki gera nein mistök og þú gerðir engin mistök.
Nei, þetta var mikið press á mér að passa mig. Og ég get alveg sagt þér að ég hef aldrei upplifað eins skemmtilega braut upp á það, þó að ég stokki og alltaf adrenalín, en þetta var jafn mikið adrenalín að geta klárað þetta svona einfalt og þægilegt.
Fantastic win for Ingólfur. He wins Atli Jamil on equal points. The judges need to go deep into the rule books to find out who will win it. Ingólfur wins. Now Atli Jamil, after the 4th race, has 8 points in the bag against Þór Þormar. Now let's see something some clips of the street legal cars. Here we have Haukur Birgisson. He didn't do well in Akranes, and that means that he has lost all chances of becoming the champion. And his son ended up in 3rd place the day after. Roll here, and the car broke down. However, Ívar Guðmundsson, triple champion in this class. Look at this, the way that he steers it here. Look at that. However, he came up in 2nd place because this man, Steingrímur Bjarnason, won both days. However, Steingrímur and Ívar were equal on points on day number 1. And that's the first time ever that equal points are in all classes. Now Steingrímur has 1 point lead on Ívar, and that will go down to a duel in the final event of the year at Akureyri. Now day number 2. Track number 1. Identical track from the day before. And Ingólfur knows that this is doable now. A lot of smoke from his car there. Doesn't seem to bother Ingólfur, or what? There he goes. Oh, he loses control. And that is not good. 240 points. Here we have Þór Þormar. He got stuck in this course in the final gate on day number 1. Will he do it differently on day number 2? Good turning, no penalty points. Will he go all the way? Did he learn from yesterday? Yes, he did! Þór Þormar all the way. He knows he needs a strong day now to get back at Atli Jamil. Some track modifications for track number 2. Haukur Einarsson, the first to tackle it. No one really tried the final back on day number 1. But what will Haukur do here? No penalty points. Well, there's a penalty point, so will he go all the way? He does! Well done from Haukur. 320 points, only 30 penalty points. And he's happy with that. Here is Atli Jamil. What will Atli do? No penalty points. Yeah, we'll go for it. Full throttle. Doesn't go all the way. That's only 220 points. He's losing 100 points to Haukur. Here is Þór Þormar. He saw that Atli couldn't do it. He will do everything he can to get up now. No penalty points yet. Full throttle. No, he's getting stuck there. Þór Þormar reverses. That's penalty points. He needs to go all the way. Otherwise, this is a disaster for Þór. What is he trying? Not again. Þórðarmar stuck. That's only 160 points. But Thor smiled a little bit during the lunch break, even though a tough morning for him. Here we have the time attack, and Haukur Viðar kept the lead after it. Let's see the standings. Haukur leads Hermann, Atli Jamil 3rd, Geir Evert 4th, and Þórðarmar 5th. Þórðarmar really needs to move up to be able to challenge Atli in the championship. Here is Thor. A tough track, a lot of side slopes. This car been known to be good in driving in these conditions. What will Thor do here? Sliding down a bit. He needs to get through without touching the white stick there below. Doesn't work out, he touches it. Full throttle there, a lot of traction. And goes all the way, but 120 penalty points. Here is Haukur. Only 220 points for Haukur. Here is Atli Jamil. Struggling a bit. He only got 190 points. Thor moved up to 2nd place. Here is his 5th course. But that's the first bank, and that's only a 90-point run for Þórðarmar. Here is Haukur. He needs to go all the way. Full throttle, will he go? No, but he may have made the track easier for the next. Here is Geir Grímsson, full throttle. That's a nice drive, however, that's going to be a lot of penalty points. And he needs to go back. The track only half finished. Probably getting penalty points here. Yes, that's going to be 20, maybe even 40 penalty points. 160 penalty points yet. Needs to make sure he doesn't go all the way down to flat surface. That means he's out of bounds. 40 penalty points there, 10 penalty points there, 200 penalty points in total, 150 points for Geir Evert. Now the last course of the day. Ingólfur first. Haukur had a good lead on Geir Evert before this track. Þórðarmar threw it away in the 5th course. Ingólfur here doing what he can to move up. However, this roll means that he ends up in 6th place and is pretty far out of the championship. Here's Geir Evert. Look at that. A backflip. 250 points, so there's a bit of pressure on Haukur. Haukur needs to go further to win. Next up, Þórðarmar. All the chances of victory gone. However, he goes for it, but the weekend just gets worse for Þórðarmar. 240 points. Here is Haukur. 20 penalty points right away. Needs to go pretty far to beat Geir Evert. Needs to go through this gate here to be, well, to get his first win in Formula Offroad, and that's what he does. Doesn't need to go any further. He knows it. Breaks the wheels off the car just to make it count. Let's hear from Haukur after the race.
Haukur, það rétt að þú ert að tryggja þér þinn fyrsta sigur hér?
það stíðin liggja svoleiðis að svo víst að þetta hafðist í dag.
Og frábær keppsla hjá þér í dag.
Já, og nú var tekið sér hans í gegn og þetta ekki setjast alltaf á kviðin í dag, þannig að við lögðum bara allt í þetta og bíllinn góður og brautirnar góðar.
Hver var lykill að sigri í dag?
Ég held að þessi önnur brautin, hún klárar að ég vinni í dag, að það er eini maður sem klári hana.
Og það í torfærunni þá skiptir það hellingsmáli. Þetta eru 100 stig sem græðir að vera keppendur þar að minnstakosti.
Já, það eru 100 stig sem eru þar, það er bara sigurinn. Ég held að sé eins og staðan er núna 20 stig í geir, þannig að þetta er mjög mjótt á mununum.
Well done to Haukur and Ingólfur. Here we see the final standings on day number 2. Haukur, Geirivert, Þór Þormar and Atli Jamil. Now that means that if Þór Þormar wins at home in Akureyri in the final competition of the year, Atli Jamil needs to be second. Otherwise, Þór Þormar is crowned champion. Akureyri, always a fun competition and a great playground for the championship decider. 1 point divides the leaders in street legal class, and there are 3 men that can win the Formula Offroad Icelandic Championship this year. I look forward to it.